Here's some quick tips and tricks for using Slack. In Slack, you can have multiple teams. So if you're running a real estate team or some other sort of team, you can have all of these teams over here on the left. So if you want to add a team, hit the plus down here. It's going to ask you for some details. You'll always have a URL, which will be your team name.slack.com, and then you'll still have a username and a password. And your accounts don't seem to carry across, so you'll still need to set up a separate profile, add a picture, do all those for each team. So this is where you would add that. And then you can just go to each team and move through any of the what are called channels in that team. So on this team, we've got a couple different channels. This one in bold here is one that has an unread message. So that's just notifying me that there's something there I haven't seen yet. Channels are a great way to separate out specific topics. Another amazing feature of Slack is that you can always go up here and search. So it's a really powerful tool rather than searching back through a bunch of emails or a bunch of reply alls or somebody replying to the wrong subject line or changing the topic. You can always go in here and search, and there's a lot of great tools once you get in and do that. So also with Slack, you can send direct messages. So if you want to just have a private conversation with someone over here, you can just click on their name and go into a private conversation. You can also have private groups where you would only have specific people that are on this team involved. For example, if you had, say, a listing team and you didn't want everybody in the group necessarily to see it, but you wanted to have maybe a person who enters listings or maybe a VA style person once they go under contract, or somebody does some marketing or enhancements. So that's a great way to do that. Another thing that is really great about Slack is that everybody in each of these channels or in these channels can see the whole conversation, but it doesn't necessarily notify them. You can, depending on your own settings. So you can actually go down here when you're making a post, and if you just hit the @ sign there, you can select the specific person and you're basically tagging them. So they're going to get a notification. So if you're answering their question specifically, you can select that person and say, hey, Joe, here's the answer to that question you asked the other day. So that's about it for the basics on desktop. It's definitely super cool. Actually, one more thing that you can do is you can post links here. And so those will show up, and they'll actually, I'm not going to post this one, but similar to Facebook, when you post this link, it's usually going to show a preview. And in that preview, there's a little X out to the right-hand side. So if you don't want that preview, or if it's really big, you can just click on the X and the preview will go away, but the link itself will stay there. So let's hop over to mobile for a second, phone. So using Slack on mobile, it is a true app, so you need to go get it in the App Store. And it's similar to the desktop, but there are certainly a few important differences. If you click on the menu here at the top right, these three lines with the bullet points, it shows a number of things you can check out. So right now I'm on the curated channel. So you can hit your files, and then if you're on everyone, it'll show you a list of all the files that have been uploaded by anyone, and then it'll also show you here on the right side what channel they were posted in. Similarly, you can do that and then see only your files. If you haven't uploaded any, it gives you some instructions on how to do so. A couple other things here. You can star items for yourself and go back and easily find items that you've starred. You can view a directory of everybody who is on the team, and it shows you a little bit of details here about their account, their profile set up. You can also change your settings, invite somebody else, or the most important thing, if you're using Slack with your team, your real estate team, here at the bottom you hit switch teams, and it shows you all your teams that you have set up in this particular Slack account. The other thing that's cool is you don't have to add all of your teams to mobile. If you have one you really only work on desktop, or you just kind of mess around with and you don't want to be notified, on mobile you don't have to add it. You can have a separate desktop arrangement of teams and a different one in mobile. So anyway, that's where you would do that. So you can switch between teams, and it'll do that for you right here. And then switch back. The other thing that's most notable about using desktop is if you click on the colored pound sign or hashtag sign here, it opens up all the groups. And again, similar to desktop, the bold is a message that you had not read. It even gives you a little banner here that says you have 4 unread since a certain time yesterday. So clicking on that pound sign hashtag is how you can scroll through what's always on the left there on desktop. So for the most part, that's about it. The other thing of interest is that this little down at the bottom left, this little arrow will actually allow you to add an image to your post or just to post an image. So that's where you can pick to either take a photo or pull something from your camera roll or photo stream. So hope that helps. Let me know if I missed anything. I'd be happy to add it on. Thanks.